Yo, what's up, ladies and gents of YouTube? BBK Dragoon here with a replay review. We're hopping on with Shrugs Not Drugs, playing the blue team against a really decent red team, actually. This is Legendary Slayer. This is on Haven. I would probably wager this is high 30s, low 40s CSR, but again, that's just speculation. No idea. Getting to the Bull True right there, that was actually pretty good priority. With 3 red guys pushing, you were able to save your blue teammate. Very selfless act, which is great. But I want to point something out. Red team got rockets, sword, and sniper off that initial push. There's no reason that the blue team shouldn't have gotten the sniper rifle. One guy, that could have been you, could have gone down the bottom street if he wanted to sort of sneak in there and get the sniper rifle. I would have really emphasized when you were one shot at the Mohawk, you can rewind it and check it out, that you backed up and took that sniper rifle. During this game, you become basically the most dominant player on your team, yet you don't touch power weapons the whole time. And I'm going to be really picky about bringing that up because that was old school Halo in a nutshell. Now, I don't know if I like this 3-on-1, but you push across the street, you see the flank, and you say, no, old lady, you don't cross the street without an escort, and that escort is my fist. Nice, Ninja. Nice job. Granted, your teammates were in another area code. They were back at Mohawk. They were back on the red street. So 9 times out of 10, that's probably not going to work out in your favor, but you read the situation well and you followed through, so I'm not going to overly critique it. Next point I want to check out right here. This is a fast game, okay, so I'm going to be quick. Notice 2 blue teammates fighting 2 red teammates just out of the red spawn. You take a lot of time, so much time here. What are you doing? Not looking at the fight, not looking at the fight, not looking at the fight, still not participating in the fight. Your teammate goes down. You knew there was a sniper there, or you had enough information to know there was a sniper there. If you really wanted to support your teammates, I wouldn't have suggested hopping up on the landing. They already knew that he was going to be on that platform, the red platform there. So that little angle that I showed, the camera going back and forth, that's what I would have recommended to shoot if you really wanted to pursue supporting your teammates there. Now, the stuff I'm pointing out in this gameplay are purely the things that I saw in my reviewing of it and looking through the replay, and I'm sure the viewers could see infinitely more things, so do keep that in mind, viewers and players, that what I say does not always go, and it's just the stuff that I notice. You could notice totally different things. You're a very aggressive player, and you do like to jump a lot in the gunfight. Sometimes you jump into them, and a lot of times you're jumping at the very end of them. Check this out, and I'm going to bring this up multiple times. When you jump, when you're one-shot repeatedly, like over and over again in a game, a smart opponent will pick up on that and just take you out instantly, because when you're in the air, you are such an easy target. Like, so easy. You can't strafe. It's not unpredictable. You have a very slow and predictable arc, so it's just easy to clean up. A Gandhi hop works when it's tossed in occasionally, but not all the time. Wanted to point out here, you did a nice little job there leading the red guy into your teammate's fire, so you already are doing a nice job with playing as a team and playing as a unit. Thing I wanted to bring up too, especially with that aggressive play, you backed it up with a shot there. No, the concussive rifle, dude, it's right there. Just grab it. Just grab it. That thing is such a sweet zoning tool. It's not always going to be like your killing, slaying best friend, but as a zoning tool, it is disgusting because it staggers your opponent to no end. It's so hard to shoot when you have concussive shells being fired right in your face. The thing I want to point out right here is you're in another area code from your teammates, and this is going to happen again later in the game. It pays off for you, but I wouldn't recommend it consistently to be this far away from your teammates, especially in a game type like Legendary Slayer, where it's all about the BR shots. Right here, you push up with a really aggressive, nice, unexpected flank on the guy at Mohawk. But if you would have called out on the mic just a few seconds earlier, hey, red street guy, push Mohawk, you wouldn't have died. And you now would have that top control. You guys would have Mohawk control. And look at the clock. What is coming up here very shortly? The sniper rifle. And you want to be set up for those power weapons. So don't overlook the concussive rifle. Don't overlook any power weapon. It is a tool. It wouldn't be put on the map if it wasn't worthwhile. If you don't believe me, just go check out the Halo 4 Global Championships. So now we're coming into the second real big energy boost in every Halo game, and that is the second set of power weapons. The sniper rifle is about to come up. The rocket launcher is about to come up. The sword is about to come up. You are by far the leading player on your team. You are carrying the kills right now. He picked up the rockets. Check out what's there. Sniper rifle. Check out what's there. Sniper rifle. How easy of a fight would this be if you had pulled sniper rifle? We're sitting at Mohawk. 2 free kills sitting top center. Who wins that fight long distance? The sniper does. I also want to point out this section right here. A, you don't pick up the sword. big mistake. B, when you die right here, you resign. You gave up. You tried the ninja, and as soon as it missed, you sort of resigned yourself to death, and that's something I want to encourage. Don't ever do that. Go watch Unyshek's stream. I'm going to have a link to it in the description below. He never, ever resigns himself to death. Ever. He never gets to that point, well, the ninja didn't work, or I'll just wait to die and respawn. That's why he does some things I just can't even, like, wrap my head around, because even when he's at one shot and it seems like, yeah, of course the red guy's going to get me, or of course the other team's going to kill me, he doesn't give up. He still continues and still tries to kill, and a lot of times he ends up getting the most ridiculous escapes or clutches that I've ever seen, dude, and it's all because of that give up mentality. None of that is possible if you just sort of resign yourself to death, and I know, I've done it a ton of times, where you're like, oh, I missed it, I should totally die, and you just sort of, you kind of let go of the controller, expecting yourself to die earlier than you actually did. So check this out. You have 3 teammates backing you up here, so I really like this push in on the 2 folks holding the blue side spawn. One of the things I don't really like right here is, you know, they have the sniper rifle. You saw it on previous spawns, and you know that sniper rifle is living over on the Blue Street Mohawk area. So pushing up here and peeking, especially with like where your shields are, seems really dangerous. Yes, it works out for you, but it's one of those risks that I definitely wouldn't be taking, especially when you look at the score and how tight it is at this point in the game. So here we're going to see an ultra-aggressive play that gets you killed, followed by you hanging out in the center. I'm going to kind of critique the hanging out in the center part, but let's look here. 2 red opponents are going to be pushing the blue street right now. You have a teammate behind you sitting right at the ramp who can pepper these guys with shots, yet you are out there really, really aggressive, pushing these players when you don't have to be. You could be pulling back right now towards your teammate or hugging that pillar, making the red teammates walk into your friendly's fire. Basically, not their friendly's fire, but the blue guy behind you can pepper those guys with shots, while you just A, walk back to him, or B, hang out behind the pillar. There was no need for you to be going out around the corners and fighting those fights when you were just 1 shot away from shield's depletion. Here you are hanging out bottom center again. Your teammates are up top. I'm sure they could use some help. A, it actually works out well for you, as these red teammates do drop down to avoid your teammates' fire up above. So you end up getting 2 for 1 off of this play. But I don't know if I recommend it, because if the red team actually saw there's just 1 blue guy down there, I would think that they would fold in on you and get a nice easy free kill. It's maybe just me, but nitpicky is sort of what this series is about, right? So here at the end, this is where I really love the aggressive play style that you have when you are up on kills. I think it's a bit reckless when the score is really tight, but now that it is 49 to 46, you sort of go really hard on the red team. You don't let them get any stability under themselves. You don't let them get comfortable with that Mohawk spawn. You toss nades. You make sure that you are in their face and pushing, and end up getting the final kill on that guy who's just standing in the wrong place, wrong time, shots fired. Well done. GG. That poor concussive rifle. How many times am I going to mess that word up? That poor concussive rifle down below wasn't touched the whole game. You didn't touch the sword the whole game, and also you didn't pick up the snipes. But I felt like it was a really entertaining game, and I actually liked your playstyle quite a bit. I want to see this same game with you picking up the snipes twice, with you picking up a sword, or with you having a concussive rifle in your back pocket to control space. Because if you do, I guarantee you the score difference is going to be even larger. You know, you guys played a good game against a solid red team. This was a good game of Halo. I wouldn't say this is people who didn't know what they were doing, but I want to see you picking up the power weapons and using them. When you're the top dude on the scoreboard, don't worry about, oh, I'll just leave the sniper to those other guys. No, man, if you control the top center, like red team, of course, they were really prioritizing the rockets and the energy sword, but you already know that. You're ready for the second power weapon pickup. You can pull that sniper, you can look top mid, you know they're going to be coming up with the rockets, easy snipe, and then you can push and take the mid control. That's really what I want to see. I also want to see a little bit less of the desperation hops when you're one shot. Try not to jump every time, just sort of dial it back a little bit. Make it unpredictable and keep the opponents guessing. Finally, don't be away from your teammates as much, and try and use that hyper-aggressive play style when it's the right time. When the score is dead even, I would probably not recommend jumping out when you're half shield into 2 or 3 red opponents. Granted, I totally love that ninja at the beginning, and you did give these guys the business, and you didn't let them settle into a pace or a nice rhythm, especially at the end. So it paid off. overall, I enjoy the game. Those are the things I noticed. I'm sure the people down below can leave their own feedback. Just be nice, please. If you're not nice, then I'm going to scold you. You know how that works. Yeah, bad dog. Bad. Thanks for submitting the replay. If you all could do me a huge favor and leave some feedback down below as to what you would like to see out of replay reviews. It's been a long time since I've asked you guys for any sort of feedback with replay reviews, and if there's something on your mind or something you would like to see different with this series, I would like to take a look at it and think about it and see if we can work together towards evolving the series. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'm BBK Dragoon. I'll see you next time. Peace.